Hi, Skybound Firefly here. I don't know how well the lighting's working out here, so I may have to redo this. I'm not sure. Out of the park again. Um, so yeah, real nice sunny day. Um, so you guys have seen me read poetry, and you've seen me do vlogs about specific subjects, and I'm not entirely sure I wasn't entirely sure what I was gonna film today. I'd like to get onto a regular schedule, but I was wondering, okay, how am I gonna come up with topics to vlog about every single time? That's impossible. I'm not that interesting, and I don't have that many strong opinions that I haven't already reiterated over and over again. There's people behind me, but I'm gonna pretend I don't notice them. So I figured, why not just do a random update on my life, talk about me, which seems to me the most boring thing anyone could possibly do in the history of the planet, just talk about me. But, see, the thing is, I've been going through a time in my life where I don't feel like anything's going right, I'm not going to get anywhere, and life pretty much has no point. You know, I'm not suicidal or anything like that. It's just more of a what point is there type of thing. And I just feel kind of lost in limbo. So I figured, okay, I've got plans for the future, both the far future and the near future. Why don't I talk about those? So that's what I'm going to do here. I'll try to keep it short because there's a few that I want to mention. Oh, that's nice. The sun's got a cloud in front of it. Nice, a lot cooler now. Sorry, I get nervous habits, which is fiddling with my bracelet. I'm still getting used to talking in front of a camera. And for some reason, talking about myself is makes me a little more fidgety than if I'm just talking about, human rights and things. But anyway, so I guess what would possibly be the main plan, I guess, for my life right now is finishing college. Sounds boring, I know, but by the end of this year, I should be done with my first 2 years of college. I've got to finish a few math classes, some electives, a PE class, and a science class, and then redo 2 classes that I failed last quarter because I failed 2 classes last quarter because Leonard Nimoy died, and I did not take that well at all, and just completely stopped doing my homework without telling anybody. So I've got to redo those classes, and then I should be able to do all of these by the end of this year, which means I will finally be finished with my Associates in Arts degree, and I can move on to get my Bachelor's degree, which I'm still kind of stuck on. I don't know what I want to do with that. I'm going to get a Bachelor's degree in English, and the reason I was a little bit hesitant and trying to think is there anything I can do to possibly, get a Bachelor's degree in something else is I'm not entirely sure. I used to be so certain of myself, like, you know what, I want to be a writer. I want to write novels. I want to put all these stories I've got in my head down on paper and show them to other people. I want to be a writer, so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna major in English and leave it at that. But the more I read the writings of people I know and the writings of people who've been published before, it's like, what am I doing? What made me think that I could possibly ever had any talent at this at all? And that's not just me beating myself up. I really don't think that it's that much talent at all. People always, when I was younger, would be like, oh my gosh, you've got such a talent for this, you've got a talent for writing, and it's just like, no, I don't. It doesn't take all that much talent to, get a beginning, a middle, and an end, stick it all together in chronological order, and call it a story. It just takes a basic understanding of storytelling and saying, okay, so in the beginning this happens, all this stuff happens in the middle, then this happens at the end, now I've just got to fill it out with a bunch of random battle scenes and conversations until it gets to book length. It doesn't take a whole lot of brains to finish a book. What it takes brains to do is finish a book that's good quality writing, and that's something I'm not talented at in the least, I've noticed. So long story short, I don't think writing is going to be the career for me. I'm not going to end up a novelist like I wanted to, because it's just going to be a pastime, because I don't think I'll ever reach the same heights of talent as people I already know have. I'm going to keep trying, obviously. I'm not giving up. I'm just saying that I don't think I will ever reach that level of talent that is required to get anywhere in the business. I'm not a good actor either, but what I really want to do is get into acting, which is something I've also been passionate about since I was 10, I think. So I've been into acting for about 7 years. Haven't done any drama club, but I've read a lot of books on techniques and things. I've read biographies and, you know, all the books that my library has to offer. I've watched, you know, how-tos online and, you know, that sort of thing. It's nothing compared to an actual drama club and practicing this stuff, but I've never had the chance to go to a drama club. I'm not going to have the chance until I get out of the house and have my own car. So, I want to be an actor. I'm not going to be any good at that either, but I probably have a better chance of being good at that than I would have if I just went with writing. So I guess my plan, what I'm trying to say is, I'm going to get a bachelor's degree in English. I'm going to major in English because it's a well-rounded degree. I can get a job teaching, I can get a job tutoring, I can get a job, you know, editing people's stuff. I can help college kids on Craigslist with their student thesis. Spelling and punctuation I'm already good at. It doesn't take a lot to learn the techniques once I'm done with English classes. I'll have a major that will allow me to do a lot of different jobs in a lot of different places. And I'm going to try to minor in something related that will get me more experience with acting, maybe theater, something that has to do with filmmaking. I want to get or theater. I want to minor in that. So I'll have a major in English and a minor in something to do with theater or filmmaking. So yeah, hopefully I'll be finished my Associate's in Arts degree this year. And then I hope to have a job. I hope to be working at the Rock Bar and Grill in town. So that way I can save up money to hopefully go to an out-of-state college in 2016, I'm hoping for. I don't know where I'm going to go yet. My ideal plan is to move in with a friend somewhere in a different state, go to college, and, you know, come back to wherever my friend's living, wherever we're sharing a house or an apartment or whatever. At the end of the day, I'm still going to be paying rent, but it would be a lot more easy for me to handle if I had a friend nearby that I already knew before I started college, because it's hard for me to make new friends right off the bat, and I would feel very, very anxious if I had to live in a dorm room or someplace else with somebody I'd never met before and had to make friends with them all at once. It would cause a lot of anxiety. So yeah, as far as school goes, plan is to get my Associate's in Arts degree by the end of this year, get a job, and save up money so that next year I can hopefully go to an out-of-state university. So that's kind of a far future type thing. I guess the farthest future type thing would be getting a job acting in television shows and movies, which is a far, far, far off and highly unlikely plan. But it's what I'm hoping to work for. Another plan I have is to, related to the writing thing, I want to get back into writing because it's fun. I like the characters. I miss writing the characters for a lot of different stories, so I'm revising them in hopes that it'll get them less childish, I guess. A lot of my stories don't have a lot of depth in them or anything, so I'm going to revise the plot ideas of characters. I'm going to be doing that over the next few weeks, so hopefully I can start writing again in my free time, because I'd like to start doing that, because I miss the characters, and it's a lot of fun to immerse myself in a world different from this one, I guess. What other plans do I have? What other plans do I have? Well, next week, in 1 week's time, a friend of mine is going to be visiting for 2 days, I think, and she and I are going to probably be very busy because we've already come up with a lot of things we want to do. I don't think we're going to get them all done, but it'll be great just having her here because I haven't really seen any of my friends since February, I think, during a 1950s style dance I went to, and that was only for like an hour. And if we count that as, and I wasn't really with my friends the entire time. They were all off dancing, and I was kind of in the corner. I don't do that. I'm a little too shy to interact with people and go up to them when they're busy dancing. So I was kind of in the corner a lot of time for that. The last quality time I actually had with a friend, spending a lot of time with them, was November of last year. So it's been quite some time since I spent more than an hour or so with some friends, and as shy as I am, that's kind of a big deal, because I do need interaction with human beings that aren't my family at times. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not just going to hide in my bedroom the entire time. I just don't come out unless it's somebody that I know isn't going to, end up upsetting me, which is my family. So it'll be great to get to see her and go on some adventures. We're hopefully going to go down to the ocean. There's a saltwater park near here. We're hopefully going to go out that way and, just hang out and have a good time. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited about that. I'm hopefully going to get a lot of pictures. I'm going to get a few videos, regardless of what happens, knowing me. Whether I'll upload them or not is entirely up to my friend, obviously. So, her name is not obviously. I just realized. It sounds like that's what it said. Her name is not obviously, okay. It sounded like I said it was. It's not. Her name is... I'm not going to give her name. I call her my sea fairy, because her name reminds me of a fairy that, lives in the sea. And if that sounds sentimental, well, it's supposed to be, so you can just deal with it. Plans. I think that's about it for plans, really. I want to go to college. If I want to finish college here and then go to college out of state, I'll be away from my family. I'll be able to, reach out a bit and test my boundaries, my comfort zone. I'll be able to explore a lot more. I've never left my state except for twice in my life. I haven't even visited many of the places in my own state. I haven't gotten to explore my own state very much. I've been to Seattle twice, and then I was actually able to walk around. All the other times I've been in Seattle, I've been driving through. So I want to explore, see more of the world. So I'm hoping to get into a university out of state. At a university out of state. So I'm going to finish Green River Community College here, hopefully this year, have a job at a bar and grill, pizza place type thing in town, save up money, and hopefully go to a university next year. I've got a few specific places I'm hoping for. The main places I'm looking for colleges at are Georgia. The main places I'm looking for colleges at are Georgia, I think it's North Carolina, Ohio, and Vancouver, Canada, and also New Mexico, Albuquerque, for specific reasons. If you don't understand the reason, I'm not going to explain it, but yeah. So New Mexico, Georgia, Ohio, North Carolina, and Vancouver, Canada are the main places I'm looking for colleges currently. And I'm going to have to start applying whenever I possibly get the chance to, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start writing more often, hopefully start posting more writing on my blog, which I'll leave in the description below against my better judgment, because my writing still is horrible, as I've been trying to explain. But yeah. So yeah, those are my plans. The one I'm most excited for, obviously, is getting to see my friend in a week. So I might go off the grid for about 2 days. Don't worry about it. It just means I'm spending all my time with my friend. So yep, college, writing, visiting friends, those are the stuff I have to look forward to in the future, and I'll just keep my eyes on those, and hopefully when all those things are over and done with, I'll have more things to look forward to in the future. Like Comic-Cons and cosplaying. Hey, sooner or later I might have money and I'm going to be able to make cosplays and go to Comic-Cons way more often than I already do. That'll be great. So that's something I really want to do. I really want to get into cosplaying more. As soon as I have money, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be learning how to, make my own costumes and saving up money to go to cons. And, yeah. Those are plans, and this video is probably getting way too long, and you're probably bored to death. I am so sorry. So yeah, that's my video, I guess. It's pretty boring. I said it would be. I'm talking about myself here. I don't like doing it. You can probably tell how nervous I've been the entire time. If not nervous, then definitely awkward. So yeah, I'm going to turn off the video here, and obviously if you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them in the comment section below. I will hopefully talk to you all soon, and this is the Skybound Firefly signing out. See you later.